Hey everybody, welcome to We Run on Reruns. I'm Amanda and I'm here with my brother Eric.
How's it going, everybody? We are here into the middle of season 6 with Friends. We've got episode 9, the one where Ross gets high, and episode 10, the one with the routine. And I'm just going to be honest, from the jump, these are going to be good ones. I'm a big fan.
These are pretty great
already. When I started flipping through them, I forgot that these were what was next in the queue when we did our podcast last week. And I was very excited to see these two pop up.
Yeah, we were laughing before we even started recording on this one because, as I'm reminding Eric, it's Thanksgiving. It's not Truth Day.
It's not Truth Day, but it became Truth Day real quick. It got real.
Yes. This interaction that's coming up between Monica and Ross is epic and so memorable. And again, we have the Geller parents joining the mix, which we haven't seen them in a little while.
No, we haven't. Certainly not together, I don't think. Maybe the last time we saw them together was at the wedding. I think that's right.
The wedding, yeah. Yep. Yeah, but just to remind everyone where we left things off last week, we had Janine moving in with Joey, and she wasn't attracted to him at all, to his surprise. Then we had Rachel. Oh, poor Joey. Even his old tricks, they were not working on Janine. And then after Rachel was moving in with Phoebe, they started running together, and Rachel got embarrassed pretty quick by her running style. We had Ross and Joey convincing Chandler that Monica is going to kill him after he is reorganizing the apartment and can't put things back the way they were. He was trying to clean things up, but really made things worse. And then we also had Ross terrifying a new date with his bleached teeth.
Man. They were bright.
That was a fun one to talk about.
They were bright.
They were very bright.
I still feel like it was an overreaction on her part. Like, come on. Like, what are we talking about here? But they were bright. They were bright.
It was, and that is such a funny moment. Just such a great episode. This is 1999. Who has a black light?
You know what? Blacklight's made a comeback in the late 90s, I feel like.
They really did. They really did. So did lava lamps and all that
I had
stuff.
I had a lava
lamp.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
This is real. It was a big thing. I think it was like our parents passing down the cool things of their generation, and all of us thought they were brand new and amazing. So we all started, putting them on too. And
all of these things come full circle. Like, I had the bell bottoms with the embroidered flowers on the bottom, and just like the kids now are bringing back all the 90s stuff. All the styles, they're all back.
You know what my daughter has in her room right now? A record player.
Well, that's right. Yes.
Vinyls.
That's right.
Way big.
I love it.
All of a sudden.
Oh, I'm so proud. Amazing.
She's real into that stuff, but I wouldn't be stunned if a lava lamp makes a comeback. Although I think it may be a fire hazard of some kind, but still,
I'm sure
they still have Spencer's gifts. They got them there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We got to find a mall first. Gotta find a mall.
Yeah, and speaking of malls, we in our other episodes where we're talking about Stranger Things, we have a pretty amazing episode coming up this week as well, where we are concluding season 3 at the Starcourt Mall. So if you have not been listening to that one, please check it out. We'd love to have you join us there.
Yes,
as well.
Please do check that out. Check out our socials too. We've got stuff on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok all over the place. So you can find us. We're out there. Leave a comment. We'll comment back for sure. Just pop in and say hi. So that being said,
that's right.
Today, different kind of high. This is the one where Ross gets high. And this one, first of all, we learned that Ross's parents are not a big fan of Chandler's. And so Monica hasn't told her parents that she's living with Chandler or even maybe dating him at all. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, this is the Thanksgiving episode, and Rachel is in charge of making a trifle, which she makes from scratch. And we also have Joey getting invited with Ross to a Thanksgiving dinner with Janine and her dancer friends. And all he wants to do is go to it. But he's already agreed to hang out with the friends. So here we are. And I don't even know where to start with this.
Yeah.
This is so good across the board.
I mean, it's really just the type of episode I think we just have to start at the top and just work our way through. There's a lot of just funny moments through this episode. And I mean, opening up with finding out that Monica has not only not told her family that Chandler's living there and they're coming over, so that's weird. But yeah, they have no idea that they're even in a relationship. Nope. And I just love this exchange where Chandler's like, well, wait, what do you mean they don't like me? And no one can explain why. So they're just throwing stuff at the wall. Just, oh, maybe it's because of this or that. Or like, oh, I don't know, you're sarcastic and you're aloof. And he's like, well, if people don't know, they shouldn't just guess.
Yeah, everybody's just guessing your negative qualities. It's like, okay, this is getting old. Nobody really knows, so we don't have to do this. I also
found don't like me, or why you don't like me.
That's right. I found it funny that when they went over then to the boys' apartment, Ross and Joey are playing on a Sony PlayStation, which is so anti like Friends, but big for the times, right? Like it showcases the the spot in history that we were with video games.
Absolutely.
Which, by the time PlayStation came around, we were full force into video games at this point. We're past Nintendo, past Super Nintendo. We're into, past Sega Genesis. We are here with PlayStation, and it's Chandler's PlayStation, but it's at Joey's. And it was also, I feel like, a sign of the times when as soon as Janine walks in, both Joey and Ross like throw their controllers on the ground like, no, I don't want to play video games with you.
Oh my God.
And today, that would not happen. Everybody would just be like, hey, we're playing games.
Yeah.
Like nobody, there's no stigma against it. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I thought that same thing. It's like, yeah, okay, like that would happen now. I think they were playing Crazy Taxi, if I wasn't mistaken, too, when I was trying to figure out. They flashed the game on the screen really quick, and it was some type of car game. Like Crazy Taxi.
I thought it was Twisted Metal, but I could go back and look.
No, you're right. That's what it was. Okay. Yes, Twisted Metal. Thank you. Yeah. Yes.
Which was like a death match of cars driving around trying to bash into each other. But it was noteworthy because there was an ice cream truck, and that was the the car that everybody noted.
That's right. Yes.
I rented that game a lot of times.
Oh man.
At the video store.
That's right.
No, I rented it.
Oh. Well, yeah, and Janine, she's coming in, and that's when they throw the controllers down because they don't want to be, they're too embarrassed to be playing video games in front of her, and she's inviting them to hang out. And not really for dinner, it's more to like drink with them because they're just like,
to celebrate
we don't really
the holiday. That's all.
Yeah.
Getting together.
And, but Ross wants Janine to tell her friends that he grew up with a sister, so he understands women. And I just love Joey's line after she leaves, and he's like, how you got 3 women to marry you? I'll never know.
It's true. It's true. That is an astute observation from Joey, as that is correct. Like, how did he pull that off? He's just one of those guys, and it was noted earlier in the Pizza Girl flirting episode like Ross is horrible at being able to get into a relationship, but he's pretty good once he's there. And so that's how he makes it work. But he's got to get in the first place, and that's right. Is not an easy thing for him to do.
No, it's really not, and it's hilarious watching him try to. But yeah, that it's like, guys, come on. When they're going into the girls' apartment and they're trying to say, "Oh, happy Thanksgiving," and then they're like, "All right, so see you later," and they try to just peace out. It's like, guys, what are you doing?
Listen. You've done this Thanksgiving dinner a number of times already with your friends. You got a hot dancer asking you to come have drinks with her and all her dancer friends, and they're all going to be drunk and you're both single guys, like, yeah, see ya.
Hey, they
We're
had
out.
already made a promise to Monica, though. That's not.
Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry. No way.
This is family time. The parents are coming over. Like, what is going on here?
Nah, it's fine. Like, don't understand. Like,
Yeah.
it's I mean, it does, I think, add to it that the Geller parents are coming. For Ross, anyway. But for Joey, what's holding him there? It's not his sister.
True.
It's not his parents. See ya.
Yeah,
Like-
it is surprising that Joey didn't just leave. But it did add a funny element to the story. And then, Eric, what did you think about Chandler sitting down with Jack, and he's just like trying to explain how, I've always thought a young man turns out as a reflection of his father. This is
awful.
So
It's just awful.
Chandler, stop. Please stop. Please.
Don't forget, this comes off the heels of him like taking his coat and being like, whoa, is it snowing out there? And knowing that it's just his dandruff.
Oh, no.
And it's like, okay, they already don't like me. I've now pointed out his dandruff, and now I'm trying to talk about how good a dad he must be because of how Ross turned out.
I know.
Like, this is just hitting so bad, and I understand the struggle in trying to get your girlfriend's parents to like you. Now, I was always able to pull it off, but it is an uncomfortable moment to make that happen. It's not easy. Thankfully, I guess I'm trying to think back because it's been a minute since I've been married for a while now. I remember vividly, like, my wife saying to me, my dad's way into cars and he goes hunting and, he's into sports, but he was from a different city than I was. So our teams were like rivals, and I am not a hunter and I don't know anything about cars. And I'm like, this is awful. Like, I am in some trouble here. And then I met the guy and we had all sorts of stuff in common. It was really easy, but I was freaking out on the inside just on the introduction because I'm thinking, what am I even going to talk to this guy about? Mm-hmm. Made it work.
Yeah.
Made it work. And so Chandler,
be yourself.
he is Chandler's struggling though. He is not making it work. He's digging himself a deeper and deeper hole, which is then eventually where Ross comes in, or he stumbles over his words or something, and the mom says, maybe he's high. I think he's high again.
Yes.
And Ross shoots up. Hey, bro, I think I got to talk to you. Let's go. And the truth comes out. It's Ross had smoked weed in college, and the parents came into the room while he was high, and he blamed the whole thing on Chandler somehow, and they bought it.
Yes,
so
he just said, Chandler just hopped out the window, and they're like,
he got high in here and then jumped out the window. Like, what?
They just would believe anything that Ross would possibly make up. They just would want
Apparently
to believe.
so.
They would just choose to believe because it's like, and I was tricked into all of these things. It's like,
that is a great line
but
later.
I have to say though, before they busted out with this, like, I think he's stoned again, it's because Judy comes over and Chandler starts commenting on her shirt. I mean,
yes.
Oh, no. Like, he's just like, your top, it's cream colored and tight. I mean, not too tight.
Oh, he was good until he said tight.
No, you don't say.
Like, what are you doing?
This is the first time he's ever talked to people in the history of humanity.
It's so awkward.
This is
so
really
bad.
Ross's face in the background. It's like the same face that he made when Chandler got down on one knee the first time that he proposed to Monica. It was no, gosh, no. Yeah, he tricked him into doing it though, apparently, and then Monica is, I just love how she's like, listen, if you don't tell them, I will. Like, I'm going to set the story straight because it's like, I also found it weird. I don't know about you, Eric, but it's like, how, if Monica knew that her parents didn't like Chandler, you'd think she would have, tried to figure out why, like, what's going on here? Why would you not? I don't know. Just seems weird.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, she's in high school and like she doesn't know that she's going to end up seeing Ross's college friend again in the future.
I don't know. I guess I mean, like, you think she would have brought it up somehow? Like, I don't know.
Like more recently, just to like set the tone.
Understand?
Yeah, she clearly just didn't. she said she's like, I was going to bring it up, but I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, she's already in the doghouse with Judy as much as it is. She doesn't need to be bringing this up.
Right. Yeah. But meanwhile, we also have Rachel making the what is not a traditional English trifle. It's traditional. It's half trifle and half shepherd's pie. Oh, this is bad. We have ladyfingers, jam, custard, raspberries, more ladyfingers, beef sautéed with peas and onions, more custard, bananas, and some whipped cream on the top. It's like, what? It tastes like feet.
It's the tasting of this.
I love the bloopers around this scene.
Yes,
so much. Like where they just cannot stop laughing, and it's really hard for him to get out. It tastes like feet. It's one of my favorite bloopers out there.
Well, and there's a thing where, what is it? One of them, I think it is Ross. I think David Schwimmer like puts a bite into his mouth, spits it out onto the plate, and then in that same take, like that's when Joey like scrapes it onto his plate and then eats the whole thing.
Ew.
And the cast is looking around going, "Oh my God, what is happening?" And Matt LeBlanc didn't know it until recently.
Ew. That's so bad.
Yeah, so that was really funny.
Ew.
Gross.
That's a good one. I had not seen that detail. That's good. Oh yeah.
But yeah, that scene of them trying to like eat this actual trifle is really it's just
they
something.
They want to go to the party, so they're doing what they have to do.
The other thing before this, too, by the way, after the trifle, while she's making the trifle, that's when the boys come over and are like, "Hey, happy Thanksgiving!" And Joey has like a mental breakdown, like, "Yes, I want to go see the hot dancer girls at their Thanksgiving," and he's just freaking out.
Yes.
And Ross is like, "Dude, we were gonna do it.
we were
in the clear.
Yeah, like
we were fine, and then you freaked out," which I think that little moment with Joey is such a subtle, it's not subtle, but it's a quietly really funny moment throughout this whole episode that's full of great things going on. Like watching Joey break down there is good. Really good.
Yeah, the other really funny Joey moment, it's when he and Ross are noticing that the pages are stuck together, and then Joey just goes, "Chandler!"
Yes, which I heard is an ad-lib too.
It was.
And if you look at the reactions on their faces, even Joey comes back to Ross. He's like, "Come on," and they like get the scene going still, and they just rolled with it.
That's so good.
Which is super funny. You can never tell if these things actually are or aren't.
I know.
Like I saw something come across my screen today that said, like in the future, when Chandler is in Omaha, like the script said that he's supposed to cheat on Monica, but Matthew Perry was like, "No, I'm not going to do it."
I don't believe that.
And I'm like, I don't believe that.
No.
I don't believe that. I don't believe they wrote that in. I think this is just someone trying to get views.
That does not sound right.
I'm only believing it if I hear it from the cast member.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that just sounds like spreading lies at that point. That's just to get attention, get clicks. No. Yeah, because everyone knows.
And there's all these like, "Oh, did you see this new scene from Friends or this deleted scene?" It's like, that was one of the scenes that we saw. There's a million of them that got cut out for like during the syndication of it all, but it was in there.
Yeah.
It was in the original episode.
Yeah.
It wasn't cut. It just got cut when they knocked it down to the replays and stuff.
Yeah.
Reruns.
Yeah, But it's when then they're in the bedroom, you know, and Monica is like, listen, if you don't tell them, I will. And that's when Ross is saying, like, what is with everybody? It's Thanksgiving, not Truth Day. And because
he says, okay, so who should I say it was? They're like, it was you. Like, you're the one. He's like, okay. I'll say that it was me. Who should I say tricked me into doing these things?
Ross, he is just so obsessed with being this golden boy for his parents. It's like, give it up. You don't still do it anymore, do you? And he's like, no. It's like, that just, who cares?
But it is easy to see how, since Ross is in this like viewpoint of his parents where he does absolutely nothing wrong, he's going to live up, he is going to make sure that he lives up to that because he's accustomed to a certain standard from his parents where he sees what Monica has to deal with. He doesn't want to deal with that.
But the truth is it still doesn't even matter. For Ross, he can tell them whatever. He still does no wrong. You know what I mean?
Probably.
It's like, that's the reality. And that's because that's what we end up seeing, right? Like, even after all of this, we have the boxes incident that comes down the line. And it's like all that stuff.
In this episode, it's funny. And I guess, we're going to fast forward and then we'll come back. But in this episode, we get Judy, after the whole blow up,
I love that,
saying to like Ross, like, you know, Ross, drugs, divorced again. What are we gonna? And then like Jack stands up, like, what are we gonna do with you? And I'm like, first of all, he's been married 3 times. You don't have to do anything, okay? Like, it's all right. You're not going to send him to his room. He's fine. But that's when Chandler gets to step in and be like, I'll talk to him. And they just think, wow, Chandler stood by Ross through the drug problem and everything. And it's just,
I'll take care of them. I do love that.
Good.
Chandler, I mean, we're basically there, right? Because after this point, it's like now they're trying to eat the dessert. They're all going into different rooms to just leave it in various places because it is nasty. The only one who then ends up collecting all of the desserts, of course, is Joey. He's going around. He's like, got that one too. It's so funny. And but yeah, it's you know, what's not to like? Custard good, jam good, beef good.
He's not wrong.
Classic.
All those things are good.
Not together. Oh,
well, no.
Well,
no, I wouldn't typically.
But yeah, the best scene. I mean, this is just like rapid fire back and forth. We have Monica just standing up being like, Mom, Dad, Ross smoked pot in college. And he's like, you are such a tattletale. Mom, Dad, I told you it was Chandler. It was smoking the pot, but it was me. I'm sorry. It's like, hey, you know that mailman you got fired? He didn't steal your Playboys. Ross did. Well, Hurricane Gloria didn't break the porch swing. Monica did.
Oh, jeez. It's so many of these things back and forth.
Ross hasn't worked at the museum for years. Yeah. But the worst, Ross.
Then we get the rest of them chiming in, though, where Rachel's like, I wasn't supposed to put beef in the trifle.
Oh, well.
And Phoebe saying, like, I love Jacques Cousteau.
Oh. The Phoebe Jacques Cousteau side, like, story is so random, but they had to throw something in there for Phoebe, you know?
Yeah, and then Joey gets to yell, I want to go, and wraps the whole thing up. Like, it's...
But it's Ross blurting out, though.
Well... And as Judy says here, she goes, well, that's a lot of information to get in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it's Ross blurting out, though, that Monica and Chandler are living together. Oh, yes. My God. Wow, Ross. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And then that's when Monica follows up with that Ross was married to Rachel in Vegas and got divorced again.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just... so many
it's
statements.
Such an amazing scene. Yes. And if you haven't seen it recently, just go back and watch it because the scene probably only takes like 2 minutes toward the end and it's just amazing. It's really good. And
well, it's one of those things like, do you remember do you remember the episode? I mean, I don't know how much Seinfeld you watched, but do you remember the one where George is trying to convince Jerry that he's going to have to pretend to be a company that's hiring him to work as a latex salesman? And he's trying to get him to work for Vandalay Industries.
Oh,
and he comes out of the bathroom at the end and like crashes onto the floor, like, say Vandalay Industries, say Vandalay Industries. And so they cited that episode, Larry David and Jerry Seinfeld, as all these stories that they had kind of wove together individually. And then it just had this natural like crossover point where it all came together because it was like the two storylines intersecting at the end of the episode, and they didn't even mean it to happen. But it just perfectly worked out that way. And so that then became a thing with Seinfeld where they did this regularly. Like they tried to make this happen. To me, this is what's happening here. We have 3 very funny storylines that all culminate in this shouting match of information back and forth where everything is being put on the table literally at the exact same time in the funniest way possible.
Right.
And I'm here for it. I'm here for it every time that happens. It's
perfect. Yeah. That perfect orchestration of all the lines and all the comedic moments coming together. It's great. Yeah. This is a perfect Friends moment to me. And everyone just, the breakdown at the end, it's like, stuck by Ross and now you've taken on Monica as well. You're a wonderful human being to Chandler. And I'm like, hey, well, way to go. Chandler, you know what? He's been like, for no reason, like no fault of his own, he's been in the doghouse with their parents, and now he is the one who is outshining them. So I say, well deserved, Chandler.
Absolutely, he's been dragged through the mud through this episode.
That's right.
For no good reason. And
we
now
did have
he's
the awkward sweater moment, but okay.
Yes, well, he did have that, but he did ultimately end up being the one person, the only real friend who I feel like came out of this looking pretty decent. Even Rachel, who tried real hard with her trifle and then realized the pages were stuck together, she gets Judy to be like, no, you weren't supposed to put beef in the trifle. It did not taste good. It's just like, oh, man.
That is
brutal.
Yeah.
But Judy's the only one who could deliver that whole thing too. She just like knocked down bowling pins over one after the other, which was great.
So great. Yeah, those parents are really good.
Now we have season 6, episode 10. This is the one with the routine. And in this one, Janine catches an invite to be a dancer at Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve and invites Joey to go along with her. Somehow in this, she also is able to bring Ross and Monica, who desperately want to be there. Rachel and Phoebe are then going to take this opportunity to search for the presents that Monica has got them for Christmas. And they are going to tear apart all the apartments until they figure out where they are. Chandler tries to stop them, but doesn't.
Yeah.
And that's where everybody's at. And this is really only the 2 stories in this one. In the last one, we kind of had 3, maybe even 4 things going on. This is just 2. Everyone's kind of broken up. It's funny because Monica ends up getting involved in both stories at different times. It's definitely, I felt like, a very different layout to a traditional like Friends episode.
I feel like, Eric, I noticed that with the next 2 and our podcast that we'll be covering later on this week. They do a similar thing where the next couple episodes, it's really more like 2 storylines that are going on instead of 3. We tend to have 3. So
we do, and I'm actually okay. I prefer the 2.
Yeah.
Because when it's 3, I feel like one of those 3 ends up being,
not
only
really.
a couple of scenes.
Yeah.
Not very important. It lifts right out.
Yeah, right.
So that's the thing. I'd much rather them find ways to integrate them in this sort of format.
Yeah.
And Well, let's talk about Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve, because that's really where the bulk of this whole thing
What
goes
does she
down.
call, like some sort of Rockin' Dickie Eve? What?
I don't know. She's
Janine-
Australian. She doesn't know what she's
She
talking
has
about.
no idea. And Monica's like, are you talking about Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve? Because apparently Monica and Ross are like obsessed with this thing. It's
Apparently.
pretty hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But
I did like the fact that while they're sitting at the coffee shop and going through this, and Monica and Ross are just absolutely geeking out over this whole thing, you get this subtle moment where Rachel just breaks out into her own laughter for no reason at all. And Chandler's like, what are you laughing at? And she's like, well, I used to date him, but you're still dating her.
yeah.
And that to me is like the funniest part of this entire coffee shop scene at the beginning.
I agree. Yeah, she's like, wow, good luck to you, Chandler. Like, she's yours now. And yeah, now you have to deal with Ross. Oh, man. But yeah, Joey he's having a hard time because he's still crushing pretty hard over Janine, trying to get over it. And
and they're debating whether or not this is an actual date.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, she invited me to this thing.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, but she also invited Monica and Ross.
Right. Yeah.
And he's like, no. And then he gets it cooked up in his head like, okay, here's what's going to happen. It's a New Year's party. They're going to count down to midnight, and then I'm going to kiss her. And if she didn't want that, then I can say like, oh, I'm sorry. It was New Year's.
Not a bad
I
plan.
thought that's what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good plan.
Yeah, that's really not that bad, Joey. Okay, I have to give it to you.
No, of Joey's plans, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So he gets that bonus points for the good plan.
Yeah.
And so that's what he is then festering on throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like waiting for the midnight countdown.
So I have to say, this whole back and forth when they're at the Rockin' Eve and they're dancing around, and you know the producer guy is telling him like, oh, I don't see it, because he doesn't think that him and Janine are a good matchup. So he wants to split them up and have this random tall guy dance with her instead, that Joey ends up sabotaging, which is great because this guy's a jerk. But Eric, one thing that stood out to me in this rewatch, which I really hadn't paid attention to before, because while Joey is doing his thing, trying to dance with Janine, we also obviously have everything going on with Monica and Ross.
Yes.
And the routine. But
of course,
what stuck out to me was after all the craziness with them doing the routine, and then they're trying to get on the stage, right?
Yes.
They finally are told that they can get on the stage because he's like, oh, this will make a good blooper reel. And then immediately after
they send a cameraman over.
He's like, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
And they close and they don't even continue. I'm like, what just happened?
I found that I always found that to be frustrating. Like the producer literally sends a cameraman over to go record them. And even if we never saw the recording, they immediately start with the New Year's countdown.
Right.
And then it's over.
Why would
then it's over. Like, all right, go home. So, which is good. It's almost like they said, hey, we're going to put them up on the thing. Go get this. Viewers of Friends, you forgot that happened.
Right.
Because now we're focused on the Joey side of this.
It was weird.
And
they did not do that.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that
Okay.
either.
I was like, did I miss something here? Like, what?
No.
Okay.
And I don't believe there is a scene in between that got cut out either.
I don't think,
because I feel like I've felt that way ever since I saw this episode.
Right. Oh, right. Like, was that in the the extended version that was originally on TV? But I don't.
Like, was there a scene in the original version at Dick Clark's party? I don't think so. I don't think there was. So I believe that this has always been the case, and it's just very. I don't know. It's. I don't want to say unsettling. It's something. It's weird.
It just doesn't feel. Yeah, they did not cut it right. They should have just let it roll out. It doesn't make sense that they would have just stopped the dancing right there.
Or like put them over there and then let there be a scene with Joey and Janine while they're still dancing. And you could make the argument, okay, well, Ross and Monica are up on the thing doing the routine and we're just not seeing it. But there was literally no time. There was no time.
No, exactly. But yeah.
Also, question mark. And I know they do the 3, 2, 1 countdown and then they just cut it. No kisses, nothing.
Yeah.
And that's where Joey's super frustrated, right? Fine. What are Ross and Monica gonna do in that moment?
Yeah, really? Are they just...
Like, that part never also made sense to me. Like, are they gonna kiss because they're on TV and they've got to be the party people? No. I don't think so.
And also, why would they have cut it, like, so abruptly? That doesn't make sense. They would have played that out for a while.
Well, yeah, that's different.
Just,
there's an obvious reason.
Well,
that's
for the show.
That's just for the Joey side.
Yeah. But it's like, right. Like, what were they doing? This is weird. But
what were Ross and Monica about to do in that situation?
I think that they were just doing the routine. I think that that's really all it was, which was, oh my goodness, Eric. Wow. I mean, I feel like my favorite part of the whole routine bit, I mean, I always enjoy watching them do that in the club, but I love when then they are reenacting it after at the house. When Monica's like, I can still, because she used to be the one
I can catch him.
Catching Ross. And so, yeah, he goes flying and then she immediately jumps out of the way because she realizes, oh, wait, I'm definitely not going to catch this man coming flying at me toward the air and through the air. And yeah, not good.
Yeah.
This is not good.
I also will point back to the club scene where Joey is standing there getting ready for the countdown. And we get this like inner Joey monologue for a moment where he says something like, here we go. Whatever happens, happens. Destiny. And then they're like, 2, 1, cut. And he's like, no. Happy New Year! Like, it's just...
Your density popped me to you. That's just... sorry. Random Back to the Future reference. Sorry, guys.
But that is also just a little... There are little moments throughout this one that are kind of just off. That being said, I still love this entire sequence. I think it's just like classic Friends. And I don't know if any of you have seen this. It comes on my social media all the time where there's like a live production of Friends somewhere. Like they're doing like a Broadway musical or some off-Broadway play of Friends. And I have seen the actors like during the curtain call. They do the routine.
No. Oh my gosh.
Yes. I'll next time I see it, because it comes up all the time.
They all do it?
I will send it.
Monica and Ross.
The Ross and Monica do, but they're playing the music of the routine as their curtain call.
That's good.
And so they're all coming out doing their own thing. But yeah, it's very good. I can't say anything about the play. I haven't seen that play. The shorts are fun. But this this scene with the New Year's Rockin' Eve and the whole routine and all that, I think is very funny. I love that they got honorable mention in a brother-sister dance category. Like, okay, questions, so many questions. Like, how many people were in the brother-sister dance category? How many awards were given out for you to fail to get any of them but got honorable mention? Like, where was this?
Mom and Dad are going to be so faced.
Oh, that's such a 90s thing, too, and I never got into that. I never said faced.
It was I feel like just something that they would have said in 8th grade, and that's why she threw it in there, though. Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's, this is just a really funny moment between the two of them, and, yeah, Rachel's reaction. You actually did the routine from 8th grade? There's no way you did the end the way you used to back then.
Yeah, because she clearly knows it.
Yeah.
She's seen it. And it sounds like she's seen it a few times.
But also, then we have Joey back at his apartment with Janine. after all of this, and she then makes the moves on him, which, I don't know. I find this, then they have the slow motion, how this episode ends, and they're kissing. I'm like, I really don't care about this at all. I don't really like you, Janine. But here we are. I don't know.
I mean,
good for you, Joey, I guess. This is what he wanted, but talk about things getting escalated really fast, though. It's like, okay, so now you've had a first kiss with this woman and you're living with her. And things take a turn really fast as we see, but yeah.
I'll say this. This is a reruns, rewatching podcast,
yes,
right? That's what we live on, That being said, this idea of Janine coming in, Janine turning Joey away, Joey then convincing her to date, then in the future, it all falling apart and her moving out in an episode.
Yes.
Is so fast. I feel like when I think about Janine, she's in way more episodes than this, but she's not in very many.
Yeah.
And it's just such a wild roller coaster from high to low. It's why I think people have issues with her.
I think actually, because I know I made the joke about enjoying if Eddie were to return, because we all know, I love a good Eddie episode, but I think that they're actually probably in the same amount of episodes. Like
I think that's right. I think they're probably both in like 4 at most.
Yeah, maybe Janine is in maybe one more, I guess, but then Eddie, but it's not.
I think if anything, Janine is like, there's an episode that happens that Janine's not really present in, but her character would theoretically be around.
Right, good point. Yeah.
But I think Janine and Eddie are in the exact same amount of episodes.
Right, like he might even have within one. Like he might actually have more screen time than her overall.
Oh, for sure. I think so. Maybe not when you count the next episode.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But it's close. It's close.
Yeah.
But Eddie's way better of a character.
Oh yeah. I mean, Janine she just is mean toward. Well, we'll get there in the next one. You guys know what's coming.
Well,
but
you know what's coming. But as far as this one is concerned, it's very interesting though for Janine to not very long ago be saying how she just doesn't see Joey that way. Then out of nowhere to like flip the script. Like obviously she knows that he likes her. But why does she, like, when he's going off to his room, be like, all right, well, I guess we don't have to worry about the Y2K panic since we know how the new year turns out, making the jokes.
Yes.
Like, he's heading off to his room. She can just let him walk.
Yeah.
But she has feelings for him, too, so she pulls him back in and does this whole countdown. And it's kind of a cool moment, but then they kill the whole thing off anyway. So I could have got on board with the, hey, maybe she changed her mind, if there was a longer run out afterwards.
And what I really don't like, I mean, listen, I'm just going to jump ahead for the sake of saying it. It's like, the fact that then she jumps to, okay, we need to move out of this apartment together because your friends are horrible. It's like, what are you talking about?
Well, listen, we'll get to that in the next one, too.
And I just had to mention it.
But it is, she does make some egregious, like, aggressive statements. But as far as this one is concerned, we also have the Christmas gift search.
Yes.
But in all honesty, I don't have tons to say about this.
Yeah.
It's a very passive storyline as far as I'm concerned. The most exciting part to this whole thing is the discovery that Chandler has something obviously very inappropriate in his closet that the girls have uncovered. And they use this image on everything to like him snapping in front of his face. Like, okay, that did not happen.
Just make it disappear from history. Yes.
That did not just happen. And then when he comes back in, Rachel is like, even though you've moved away from Joey, it's just so great that you're still willing to store that stuff for him in your closet. And then just walks away. And he has to like, nope, that didn't happen. It's so
Chandler,
good. That's the best part of that whole thing.
You don't ask. You don't if you know it's back there. I don't even like. I need to know what this thing is. First of all, what was the problem?
He describes it as that's where Joey gave me some stuff to store that I've never seen in my entire life. And the girls are walking off, and he's like, "Okay, that did not just happen."
Because they know immediately what he's talking about. They're giggling to himself. I mean, listen, we found out a lot of things about Chandler, that apparently he had some man problem that is unidentified. We found out that that Chandler also has a jewelry box, but we don't know what's in it.
Yep.
And he also is storing something in the back of his closet.
He's storing something that he's claiming he's never seen before for Joey, but we know it's not. There's a lot of secrets in Chandler's life.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Goodness.
But yeah, I just appreciate the fact that they finally find these boxes, and he's like, listen, guys, I do not want to ruin this moment with Monica. I want to see the look, I want her to see the look on my face when it is truly a surprise. And then she comes in and she's like, Chandler, it took me forever to find that water purifier for you. It's like, what? A water purifier? And Rachel's like, oh yeah, that look.
Oh, that's the face. That's the face.
Yeah.
All right, well, now we're going to jump into our IMDb ratings segment of our podcast, where we talk about our ratings versus your ratings as we find them on IMDb. Not to mention, we will talk about our favorite and least favorite characters. I think this is a tough one to pick a favorite character from. Personally, I don't know if you felt that way, but I felt that way.
Yeah, well, I'll go first.
Oh, okay.
Because I felt like my favorite character I mentioned this recently because I picked her in one of our recent podcasts, but I went with Monica again because I just find her so funny in the Thanksgiving episode in particular.
Yeah.
And I loved that, although I gave her a hard time about this, I just thought it was really funny that she avoided telling her parents about Chandler completely. And like, just her reaction to the Trifle too. We didn't talk about it, but Joey giving quick acting lessons to the group. And he's like,
yes.
This is how you act. And she's like, and rubbing her stomach in a circle. It's so funny the way
I'm not paying for those acting lessons anymore.
Yes, Chandler saying that. I know. So I loved her reaction there. And then her unloading about Ross to their parents is just great. I also loved her in the routine and being convinced that she could actually catch Ross in the air, but then moving out of the way. Yeah, that was great. So I went with Monica. Oh, also notable moment is that she allowed the rest of the group to decorate their side of the Christmas tree, which looked like a 2-year-old did it. I don't know what the rest of this group is thinking with decorating a tree, but I approve of Monica's side.
Fully on Phoebe is what that was.
What? Yes. Hey, everyone else was there. Monica had the other side and her side won. So
it just doesn't feel Christmassy.
That side only counts as legitimate Christmas tree.
There you go. Well, I will say this. I have considered Monica for this spot, which I have not done a lot of. I really thought about Joey. In fact, when I was watching these episodes, I said to my wife, like, man, Joey is killing it right now.
He is
so good. And obviously Ross is involved in a huge chunk of this as well. So it really comes down to those three for me. I had originally written down Joey just for all the small things that he did. The stuff with Janine was okay, but like his whole thought process. I really liked his mental moment. I liked him throwing the water on the guy's pants and trying to get him out of there and be like, hey, look at this guy. I know you said to get excited, but I think he's taking it too far. I really loved him saying like, I want to go, and trying to like, he has this freak out moment, and then he's the one eating the trifle. There's so many good Joey moments, but I am also going to put Monica at the top of this list.
Oh,
I think
nice. Yeah.
When I think of my favorite moment from this, it is going to be the Monica Ross yelling at each other, the truth-telling session.
Oh,
that's the peak moment. And then the next moment is either the routine or it is the trifle. It is one of those two things. And Monica is key in a lot of that. So
she is.
I'm putting Monica at the top, and Joey is a close second. Now, that being said, I've kind of jumped in here. I'm going to put Phoebe at the bottom. And it's
we
not
matched
that,
on these.
Did we? It's not that Phoebe did anything wrong. It's that her storyline was, in the first one, very ridiculous. The like being in love with Jack Geller. We didn't even really talk about that. And then suddenly, like,
it's hard to talk about.
Went to take a nap and then came back literally 3 seconds later and had a dream about Jacques Cousteau. And it's okay, what is happening with that? We're just going to let that be Phoebe doing Phoebe stuff.
Yeah, it reminded me of the Ross dream when she was mad at Ross because he like turned into Cameron Diaz and took off his energy shield. But
all of that. But it also but then in the second one, she's like a focal point in the Christmas present search. But even at that, my favorite scenes of that are with Chandler and Rachel, and it's not Phoebe-centric. So it's just, it just is what it is.
No, I had the same exact, that's so funny that our picks were exactly the same for this one, because I just felt like she just wasn't featured in it as much. So, her storylines were just weaker. So
that's by the way, that's back-to-back podcasts where we have both picked Phoebe as the least.
Oh no, Phoebe.
So she's on a little bit of a run here.
Oh.
And one of them was even the one where Phoebe runs.
Oh. But
so much for that. The girls don't like it when you do that. Okay. So now we have the ratings. I'm very interested here as to what your ratings are. Do you? Yes, I do, because I've already written mine down. They're not going to change. In fact, while you're doing that, hold on. I have to find my phone so I can actually get the official ratings, and I'll write them down. Go ahead. What are your ratings?
So, all right, listen.
We're already at listen.
I have a bit of a gap between these because as much as the routine is a memorable moment, that episode really isn't great. Like, in my mind, I'm thinking, and Eric, I feel like we've talked about this before, the Christmas episodes with Friends really aren't that great. I think the last season, the Christmas episode, I don't know. It's good.
I don't think they even necessarily do Christmas episodes. Like, this was a Christmas episode.
Christmas theme.
Yeah, the last one, was it the last one where the only Christmassy thing was like Phoebe was bell ringing for Salvation Army and that was it? Yeah. Like, so it's not, they don't really make them Christmas centric, I think, to try and stay, religion free until we get to the holiday armadillo.
And I think, that's right. And I think you also mentioned in the last one, it might be because they're almost implying that like the friends maybe are with their families for Christmas.
It's possible.
But they want to show like the day, like days leading up to it, things that they're doing as a group. I don't know, just a thought. So either way, the Thanksgiving episode, Eric, I think this is the second one now. I'm giving this one a 10. I'm just giving it a perfect score. I love this episode so much. So the one where Ross got high, I find this episode hilarious. This is one that I've probably rewatched this one more than others, and it's just awesome the whole way through.
The last time you gave an episode a 10, I also gave it a 10, and it was... The one with
all the resolutions?
It was. Yes. The last Thanksgiving episode, you would not have given a 10 to.
Oh, yeah, I think it was
I don't know where it is.
Though. I
But
feel like it was.
It was not. It probably. Yeah, I'm sure it was a 9. The Thanksgiving episodes do have a history of being a little bit higher because I think people remember them mostly.
Yeah, and this one in particular with the trifle is just a fan favorite. I feel like this one and the back and forth.
I don't disagree with you.
Monica and Ross. It's just, this is a perfect Friends episode. And the one with the routine, I am giving that one an 8.1.
Okay.
Because listen, again, I find the routine part itself is really funny, but just really not a Janine fan. And the gift search is sort of like, eh. So I just, I don't know. So it's good because of the routine and because honestly, they're just all funny, but yeah.
You and I are in a very similar boat.
Oh, all right. Okay.
The one where Ross gets high, I gave it a 10.
You did?
I gave it a 10.
Nice.
I originally I was writing it down going 9 point, and I'm like,
9?
No, this is a 10. Like, this is on that level. I'm like, is it on that level? Yeah, the trifle, like Joey needing to go, like the yelling at each other, all of it, all together. Like, I love it when they get the guest stars involved too, and they had the Geller parents there. Everybody was in the same place for the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it just had all the hallmarks of an episode that I love. So, yeah, it's a 10. That's my third 10. That's my third one that I've given out, and I stand by them.
Yeah.
Now, the routine. Okay? I agree with everything that you said. It is not a great episode.
Yeah.
But the routine is an iconic moment. So I gave the one with the routine, an 8.5. Because if it's got a moment like that, I'm not going into the low 8s. The low 8s is like, it was a good episode, but nothing really exciting. Like, there was no big thing that happened. Yeah. So I'm going mid 8s and giving you 8.5.
I understand. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But
the people have also spoken.
What the people have spoken. What do they say?
Let's start with the one, they rank them in the same order. So the one with the routine, they also gave an 8.5.
Oh, okay.
They gave it an 8.5. I gave it 8.5. You gave it an 8.1. I'm not chastising an 8.1 because you're right. It wasn't really a great episode.
Yeah.
But it does have a banger moment that is super good.
Yeah.
Now, the one where Ross gets high, they did not give it a 10. I don't think they can possibly give it a 10.
The average,
because they'd have to be everybody on the planet gave it a 10.
Yes.
But they did culminate to a 9.1, which is pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. So that
I have to go back and look, but that's probably top 10 episodes.
Maybe
from
even
the people.
top 5. Yeah.
Close, because I'd have to go back, but it's definitely top 10.
Yeah.
We will go back, by the way.
I was going to say, so Eric,
do the numbers on this.
I know these are written down. I mean, have you added these to a spreadsheet yet? Because you should get electronic.
No.
We're more than halfway
through
the series.
I have not, and that is in the works. That's in the plans. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. Well, thank you so much for listening to the We Run on Reruns podcast. Please check out our Instagram and TikTok and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate all the support we are seeing there. And you can check out full episodes of this podcast on our website, werunonreruns.com, not to mention Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your other favorite podcast players. For Amanda, this is Eric. Enjoy watching the Super Bowl if you haven't, or what people call the Geller Cup, apparently. And also episodes 11 and 12 of season 6 for later on this week. Happy rerunning, everybody.
See you later, guys.